From the beat of the new breed, this is Maroon Jock Maggie, your jock of all trades.
And I'm Maroon Jock Rachel, MFM's professional yapper.
And this is Rough Cut, where we forward through sound what's happening all around. Ayan, MJ Rachel. So, alam mo, kakagaling ko lang sa class today, and I'm really excited for this episode. And ayun, sobrang na-busy ako over the weekends, and I'm looking forward for this because I'm really excited to share my experiences about sa ating org life. So, ikaw muna, bago tayo magsimula, kamusta ka naman, MJ Rachel?
Actually, medyo pagod talaga. Like, ever since the start of the semester, medyo puro akad, org, uwi lang ako, and then repeat. And usually, umuwi ako lately, like, around 10 p.m. na. Like, after my 5:30 class to 10 p.m., that's org stuff. Like, meetings, ganon. And nakakapagod talaga. Like, Busy Girl by Sabrina Carpenter coded. But, okay naman, and I'm really happy with what I'm doing. So, ikaw ba? Like, what's your ganap with org recently?
Super gets kita dun sa parang yung life. Medyo nagre-revolve na rin siya. Bukod sa ACADS natin, of course, and other commitments. Meron din talagang org. And it's really tiring, but at the same time, very fulfilling siya for me. Pero ano nga ba yung, ilan na orgs mo? Bakit actually, medyo hanggang 10 p.m. ka?
Actually, ang org ko right now is 3. And, syempre, one of those is Maroon FM. And, nag-a-apply ako currently to my home org, which is a bit late na kasi second year na ako. Pero, na-figure out ko na super kailangan ko siya kasi lahat ng classes ko this sem is major.
Yes.
And, so, ayun, medyo busy talaga. Every day, alternate yung tatlong org sa meeting, sa alignment stuff. So, events din, minsan sabay-sabay, tumatakbo ko from Econ to Palma. So, medyo mabigat talaga siya for me. Pero, I find ways to attend to everything as much as I can. How about you? Ilan ba ang ganap mo this sem?
Ayun na nga, I really can't imagine your life having 3 orgs. Kasi ako, sa ngayon, I only have 1 org, but sometimes I join other committee or projects sa aking college, and nakaka-experience din ako ng iba't ibang organization work. Pero I'm mostly focused sa Maroon FM, of course. But even though I only have this org, talagang iba din naman yung dami ng roles na kailangan kong i-play at responsibilities na kailangan kong gampanan. Like, naintindihan ko, bilang parte tayo ng Maroon FM, we have different committees and different projects. And for me, as part of the executive committee, very hands-on ako sa bawat nangyayari ng bawat project or bawat committee. And even when I was just a normal member, talagang sumasali din ako sa iba't ibang
super active mo. Nung app ako, super, oh my God, si Ate Maggie. Like, sobrang, talaga, active niya with accommodating the apps and talking to us, kahit na parang sobrang dami mo rin ginagawa ACADS-wise. So, nakita ko talaga ang effort.
Sobrang mahalaga talaga na you find balance with everything that you do, with all your responsibilities, and ma-manage mo talaga yung time mo. Especially that we need to prioritize, we need to know kung ano yung mga kailangan nating i-priority. So,
gets ko yun. And actually, isa rin yung sa struggles ko right now, considering na, ayun nga, I have so many responsibilities. Iba-iba rin yung ginagawa ko through different orgs and committees. So, for example, in one org, I'm a finance girl. In other org, I'm a pub, media. So, minsan, nahihirapan akong i-differentiate. Like, ano nga ba yung task ko for this org? Or even for the same org, for different projects. Sobrang hirap i-differentiate. Ano yung mga needs? Ano yung mga responsibilities to take? So, for me, mahalaga talaga na you take it one by one and you prioritize based on what's needed the most. So, for example, this week, hindi ko muna iisipin yung other ganap for next week kasi mas mararata lang ako, mas mapapagod lang ako, mababurnout ako. And hindi naman yun yung, I don't think na that's the goal of joining an org. You still have to enjoy what you're doing kahit na oo, nakakapagod siya. But, lagi nga natin sinasabi, hindi naman tayo paid to do everything. So, you have to really enjoy and take your time in doing things that you like para hindi ka rin mapagod and you're still gonna be a useful or parang productive member of your org.
And speaking of being a member of an organization, syempre, it's really different in college na hindi ka na lang basta magsa-sign up and then you're automatically be a member of an organization. It's nice na dito sa organization culture natin here in UP or even in other colleges actually, meron talaga tayong proseso na ginagawa para maging member. And it's really nice because we get to learn before tayo masalang talaga sa mismong work. And at the same time, we get a glimpse talaga ng reality of managing everything, like ACADS, the org, and everything else. So, ano naging experience mo with the application in
Actually, no freshie year ko, first sem freshie year, hindi ako active in joining an org. I only applied to one org, and then that org is super chill lang. Like, hindi ko kailangan tumambay, like, hindi ko kailangan mag-sig sheet every day. So, no first sem freshie year, hindi ko mag-gets actually yung culture na parang, bye guys, like after class, tambay ako sa org ko. Ganun. Parang hindi ko mag-gets yung purpose niya. Like, why do you have to take so much of your time just to join an org? So, no second sem, sabi ko, okay, I'll give it a chance. Kasi parang fun naman. Like, my friends who joined orgs, parang nag-enjoy sila, parang they have new friends, ganun. So, sabi ko, okay, second sem, I'm gonna join 2 orgs. Which is parang, in-overestimate yung sarili ko, pinagsabay ko talaga. And one of those orgs is Maroon FM. And sa Maroon FM ko actually na-realize na yung requirements or the application process to join an org, hindi naman pala siya mabigat. It's supposed to be fun if you really like the org you're joining, if you're really aligned with their cause, their goals, what they do, their activities. So, dun ko na-realize na parang, yun nga, this is not something na parang a work or you're required to do. You really have to enjoy what you're doing. So, ayun, nung second sem, thankfully, hindi ganun kabigat yung ACADS ko. So, napagsabay ko yung 2 orgs. And I met so many new friends, so many new set of people, and so many learnings din. Kasi syempre may mga workshop, may mga events na ina-attendan. So, super valuable niya for me, and it made me motivated para maging member talaga ng orgs.
Yeah, super gets kita. Because ako naman, I applied first year, freshie year, and this is the only org that I applied to. And from my college kasi, like STAT, it's kind of far to join like a media organization. And for me, sobrang breath of fresh air siya. And nakakatuwa because there are people who actually welcome me. And yung bawat parte ng application process, it really makes sense because it holds us different skills na mahalaga sa life and sa pagkikipag-socialize, sa work and everything. Talagang marami kang matututunan. And at the same time, yun nga, marami ding tao na magiging connected ka, na malalapitan
You'll
mo.
find your people.
You'll find your people in the organization. And yun nga, sobrang nakakatuwa lang na thankfully, naging part ako ng Maroon FM. And nung naging member ako, naging part ako ng recruitment team. And mas nakita ko yung halaga ng bawat part and yung halaga talaga ng organization. Kasi with, like what you said, with the SIGTAS, makikilala mo yung members. And yung mga member na yon, sila yung kakalinga sa'yo, yung susuporta sa'yo. And, ayun, nakakatuwa lang na we are a community. We're not just like an organization na parang mafe-feel natin burden lang or dagdag trabaho lang yung gagawin dito. Pero, it actually makes us more at peace, ease also, na parang I can learn so much, I can do all these kasama yung mga members.
I actually really like that balance na parang, yes, I'm learning, I'm growing my skills, pero at the same time, I'm doing it with so many talented people beside me. And so, sobrang natutuwa ako kasi sobrang gusto ko yung ganun. Like, I don't like being alone doing things. I don't like, parang ako lang yung nandito tas na-intimidate ako. So, I really enjoy the company of orgs. And as much as, ayun nga, hina-highlight natin na we're joining orgs that are aligned with what we like to do, yung opportunities, like paglabas natin ng college, the connections. But I would prefer na parang yung thinking ko is, mas gusto ko yung ginagawa ko kasi I love the people I do it with. And yun naman yung parang motivation ko talaga everyday kahit na yun 10 p.m. umuwi, pero umuwi ako with them. Like, kasabay ko sila umuwi, dinner, gano'n. So, it makes college more fulfilling talaga na parang hindi lang ako doing this for the grades, doing this for the experience, but the memories also na parang dadalhin ko like after college talaga and that I will learn from them.
And like, magkakaroon ka din talaga ng mga constants
Yes.
mo. And gaya nga sinabi mo, I personally found my friend group. Like, I call them my QC family. Kasi as a dormer, syempre, mahirap naman if puro aral and then uwi sa dorm. Tapos sa dorm, you're isolated because tahimik, ganyan. Kaya nakakatuwa din kasi itong mga orgs in UP, talagang, like what I said earlier, it's gonna be a community. Talagang makakasama mo kung anong trip mong gawin, may maaya ka. And at the same time, pwede ka matuto sa kanila.
Yes.
Like, ako personally, hindi ko naman in-expect na kaya ko palang gumawa ng mga pumps, kaya ko palang mag-handle ng application process.
Talagang matitry mo ang lahat.
May explore mo yung iba't ibang bagay na it would be also helpful for you as a person na sa mga future work mo, na yung mga skills na kailangan, halimbawa na as internal affairs, kung mag-HR ka man, or pag finlog, kunyari sa business side, or even yung logistics side, pag may mga events kayo, ganyan. And then, yun nga, creatives, mga editing, and marketing, yung partnerships din.
Yeah.
Ay, yung favorite, isa yun sa mga favorite ko eh. Kasi bukod sa people in UP, bukod sa ka-members mo, you also get to, if given a chance, you also get to interact and be connected with other companies or even other universities.
Yeah.
Like for example, I was able to go in 2 different universities in Manila. And yung naging experience ko doon ay dahil tinulungan ako ng org ko to be in that position. And sobrang fulfilling kasi nasi-share ko din kung ano yung kaya natin gawin or kung ano yung ma-offer natin bilang part ng organization and bilang individual sa ibang tao even outside UP or outside the organization.
Sobrang fun nga. Nakita ko yung mga experiences nyo and yung mga pubs na nilalabas. And sobrang amazed ako to see na nag-interact din tayo with other universities. And ayun lang for me, since kaka-start ko lang din last sem, I want to learn more about it and have more experiences din. Which gusto ko pa rin, na-enjoy ko talaga.
And yung mga organizations, they also have their advocacies. Meron silang pinaninindigan. And that's what's nice also. Kasi hindi ka lang mag-join just to be part. Kailangan mag-align din yung values. And kailangan may purpose yung ginagawa nyo as an organization. So,
okay, so Ate Maggie, speaking of the fun and memorable experience, ikaw ba, ano ang share mo so far sa iyong time with your friends na sabi mo nga dito mo nahanap sa org?
Alam mo, like, in general, with the org memories, sobrang dami talaga. Like, hindi ako makaisip ng...
Like, every day, no? Ang dami nangyayari.
Ng isang specific na moment. Kasi, yun nga, sobrang nagkalapit na, magkadikit na, interconnected na yung personal and life, yung life and work ko. So, work over sa work, yung life and work ko. So, talagang every day, parang every moment, meron kang positive or kahit minsan hindi na moment talaga. Ikaw ba?
Ako, personally, pinaka-gusto ko talaga yung sponty friends na nahanap ko sa org. Na parang, guys, saan kayo? Lock in tayo. Tapos nandyan na agad sila. Nandyan na kami sa mga game like until 10 p.m. Gano'n.
At minsan, kasama ako dyan.
Yeah, minsan nakikita tayo sa cafe. So, ayun, yung pinaka-favorite ko na parang kahit anong gagawin. Minsan hindi rin naman like org stuff lang. Maglo-lock in for ACADS, pero sila pa rin yung kasama ko. Na para bang hindi kami nagsasawa sa isa't isa kahit nasa thumbs lang din kami.
Parang hindi mapaghiwalay. Masyado nakadikit sa isa't isa.
Gusto ko yung pagiging clingy as a clingy person. And
Totoo.
the quality time. So,
over sa FOMO din kasi yung mga tao.
Ay, gets ko yan. Na parang kahit minsan mag-aaral ako for exam, nandun ako nag-aaral sa thumbs.
Gets ko yun. Pero hindi ba mahirap na sobrang magkalapit na talaga eh. Like, minsan hindi na natin mahiwalay. Meron ka bang minsan na experience na, hala, sobrang nakaka-apekto tong personal na relationship namin o kaya naman nakaka-apekto na tong work sa personal relationship namin? May ganun ka bang atake?
parang paki-off po muna ang camera. Personally, kahit sa short time ko sa orgs, parang super nakikita ko na siya. Na-experience, talagang nararanasan ko na ang hirap. Pero, okay pa naman so far. And, actually, yan ang gusto kong i-ask sa'yo. Na parang, since medyo mas matagal ka na sa org, what can you say about navigating na, ayun nga, meron tayong mga personal relationships with people we work with inside the org. And ako kasi as a people pleaser, sobrang hirap na hirap ako na parang, sige, ako na, bahala na, parang kahit mahirapan ako, hindi na tayo mag-away. Pero,
actually, you asked the right person kasi people pleaser din ako. So, paano? Paano yun?
So, sige.
Nung simula, talagang people pleaser din ako. Like, kailangan, kung anong kailangan nila, ipoprovide ko, kung anong kailangan sa friendship, kung anong kailangan sa work, sige, go. Pero, since sanabi mo medyo matagal na ako, natuto na rin ako. And, kasabay kasi ng growth ko as a person, yung growth ko din sa org. And ako na rin yung, hindi naman sa thunders ako, pero isa na ako sa mga, kumbaga, yun nga, inaate mo na ako ngayon, diba? So, parang mas may experience na ako. And na-realize ko na hindi, okay lang na hindi all the time, ipiplease mo yung mga nasa paligid mo. You also have to take care of yourself. Like, being part of a community, kailangan iset mo din yung boundaries mo. And gaya nga ng sinabi natin, sobrang interconnected na with friendship. Kailangan clear din kung
yung
saan.
talaga.
So yun, minsan, or madalas, hindi ko na talaga, mahirap siya. Parang walang right way or standard way para maiwasan yun. Kasi parte na nga siya ng buhay, parte na siya ng work, parte na siya ng friendship. Pero, kailangan i-extend mo yung understanding mo and yung patience mo with the people you're surrounded with. Kasi yun nga, kayo yung magkakasama.
And ayun naman, like, kanina pa natin sinasabi na, fun, like, dito ko nahanap ang people ko, dito ko na-feel ang home. Pero hindi tayo magpapaka-plastic dito sa
it's
podcast
not always rainbows and
yeah.
sunshines.
We're gonna talk about din na parang hindi nga talaga lahat ng tao ay makakasundo mo. And hindi rin talaga lahat ng tao same kayo ng work ethics, ng values, ng way na paano kayo makipag-usap, which is really, really important in org. Na parang hina-highlight din natin na, ayun, as much as we're a community here, it's almost,
we also have this side of professional style.
Yes, na parang balance talaga dapat.
Yes.
And personally, dealing with it, hindi ko pa talaga siya masyadong ma-differentiate. Na as a person, sobrang binavalue ko yung friendship ko na kaya kong magpasensya, kaya kong mag-give way talaga as much as I can, kaya kong hayaan ka lang muna, and ako na yung parang gagawa ng work, pero na-realize ko na in the long run, sobrang nakakapagod din. Especially as a BS org, na iba-iba rin yung ginagawa talaga. Hindi ka palaging magkakaroon ng free time to deal with those things or those experiences. Kaya mahalaga rin na matuto ka, which is wala namang parang handbook or like right or wrong way talaga, which is through experience lang. And kailangan mo rin maging patient sa sarili mo. Na minsan kasi inisip ko talaga, dapat yun yung ginawa ko. Dapat sinabi ko to, dapat mas nag-stand up ako for myself. Pero at the same time, wala talaga. Like, hahayaan mo lang yung experiences na i-hone ka into something na gusto mong maging in the future.
Ang hirap nga rin kasi people pleaser ka na nga. Perfectionist ka pa sa
Tama. Yan ang combo talaga.
People pleaser ako, syempre, gusto ko okay sa akin lahat ng tao, okay ako sa mga tao. At at the same time, perfectionist ako, gusto ko maayos ang trabaho. Minsan, sa sobrang interconnected ng dalawa, merong hindi pagkakasunduan. Minsan, siguro nagiging complacent na yung kaibigan natin dahil kaibigan natin sila na, okay, kaibigan naman ako nito, madali na to i-contact, madali na to i-ganyan. Okay lang to sa kanya, okay lang yan kung hindi talaga masunod. Pero ako kasi, gusto ko kahit na gano'n tayong ka-close, malinaw pa din na yung kung ano yung kailangan natin gawin, kailangan natin siyang gawin na maayos. Kumbaga, minsan nagiging blur yung lines, nagiging blur yung situation na parang, yun nga, kampante sila na kaibigan ko naman yan, kaya niya ako saluhin. Pero, yun, kailangan talaga mas maging strong yung boundaries mo and maging clear sa inyo bilang friendship. Ako, ngayon, hindi na ako Hindi na. Ang hirap niya. Kasi, minsan gusto ko silang pagsabihan.
Yes.
Na, pwede bang ayusin natin to? But at the same time, I know what they're dealing with. So,
Parang sino ka ba naman?
sino ko para mag-demand sa kanya? So, ang hirap nun. But ngayon, medyo, kahit konti, tinatry ko pa rin naman na maging understanding and everything. Pero, maganda na may address siya kaagad para hindi maapektuhan yung work and yung relationship niyo, personal relationship niyo. Like, halimbawa na, not so long ago, talagang, meron kami hindi pagkakaintindihan ng isang best friend ko. I consider as best friend and cut na ba? And sinabi ko talaga na nadismaya ako. Pero, hinaluan ko siya na, inaintindihan ko siya. And natutuwa ko na nandyan siya. Pero at the same time, meron tayong kailangan gawin. Ikaw ba, paano ka ba mag-deal kapag mga ganyang bagay?
Ako kasi talagang naaawa ako as a person. Kasi ako rin, like, gets ko yung ito yung nafe-feel ko, pero ayan yung mga gagawin ko. So, parang mamaya na yung feelings. Pero, like, for other people, for my friends, ayoko na ganun yung ginagawa nila. So, usually, ang ginagawa ko talaga is sabihin ko na, sige, ako na lang muna, ganun. Pero, recently, tinatry ko rin na parang, sige, pag-usapan natin yan, like, lock in tayo, tapos gagawin natin together yung work, ganun. Para, na-realize pa rin nila na, we signed up for this. Like, technically, kailangan pa rin natin gawin yung work. And, yung sinasabi nila na the world doesn't stop even if you're not okay. As much as harsh yun to say, that's the reality kasi nga, tumatanda na tayo, hindi na tayo para mag-rest.
Dumadami yung responsibilities
talaga. So, mahalaga rin na personally, maintindihan natin yun, not just for ourselves, but for other people na we're working with inside the org.
Ayan. Totoo ka dyan. Kasi nga, ayun, marami namang ibang tao dyan. Pero alam mo, minsan, eto na lang talaga yung matatakbuhan natin. Kasi, halimbawa na ako, or yung mga naririnig ko, sa mga classes natin, it's not, hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon, kilala natin yung kasama natin. And minsan, yung iba, they need to retake the subject, or they need to take another class. So, hindi na nila kasama yung naging blockmates nila nung pinakasimula. Kasi hindi din naman tayo tuloy-tuloy naging blockmates, diba? So, maganda na may tatakbuhan ka rin. And, kailangan hindi masira kung ano man yung pinipilit nyo i-establish or kung ano man yung binuo nyong relationship. Hindi nyo sisirain yun dahil may pagkakamali sa work or hindi nyo sisirain yung work nyo dahil magkaaway kayo. Kailangan there's always a balance and there's always a clear boundaries with each other kasi iniiwasan natin na maging demanding, iniiwasan natin na maging lack of better term, kupal as a coworker or as a friend. So, ayun.
Actually, I wanna share an experience.
Girl! Share mo na yan.
Parang ako, for one of my orgs, na hindi ko na lang i-mention kung ano, meron akong na-realize ko na talaga na, ang hirap pala pag hindi kayo okay ng friend once sa same org kayo.
Tata.
And, dun ko na-realize na hindi pala talaga pwedeng people pleaser ka palagi. Sometimes, you have to say what you wanna say, ilong message mo yan, isumbong mo sa rec team yan. So, dun ko na-realize na hindi talaga pwedeng yes ka lang ng yes. So, mahalaga talaga for me yung natututunan ko ngayon na member na ako kasi sobrang daming ang project, sobrang daming kailangan gawin, and it's nice that people, like, well, most of them are professional naman, and minsan lang talaga yung times na talagang, ganito pala sila.
Hirap din kasi minsan, ako personally, kapag may tampo ako, silent treatment. Pwede mo bang silent treatment? Papagawa ka pang... Ipapacheck pa ako. Pwede ba yun? Siyempre, maloloka yung work and yung friendship, di ba? So, ayun, mas kailangan intindihin natin yung isa't isa. And talagang i-communicate.
Yes.
Kasi, bilang kayo na ngayon magkakasama, kayo din yung makakaintindi sa isa't isa. Ako naman, experience ko, ano nga may experience ko? Kasi, yun nga, yung buhay ko talaga, nasa organisasyon. Ito na, BS org na talaga. So, yung mga kaibigan ko rin na nakasurround sa akin, katrabaho ko din. And hindi naman talaga maiiwasan na minsan may pagkakatampuhan kasi minsan hindi nila na-reach yung expectation. Or minsan naman, hindi nila fulfill yung in-expect natin bilang kaibigan. So, yun yung mahirap. Ikaw ba, anong mga personal mong experiences pa?
Actually, ang gusto ko naman itanong sa'yo, Ate Maji, or gusto kong pag-usapan natin, ay, minsan ba nami-miss mo or iniisip mo, what's your life if you're not BS-org? Or like, may mga nami-miss out ka na ba in your life kasi BS-org ka na parang you're saying no to these plans, you're saying no to your other friends?
Alam mo, ang naisip ko kasi, parang mas marami akong mamimiss out kung hindi ako sumali to. Kasi parang, kung wala akong organization, makakapag-host ba ako sa ibang school? Kung wala ba ako sa organization na to, may experience ko kayong mag-radio. Kung wala ako sa organization na to, may kaibigan kaya ako na kagaya ng mga kaibigan ko ngayon. So, it's more on ano yung mamimiss ko kung hindi ako sumali.
Ako, siguro same thoughts naman, na parang hindi ko rin ma-imagine yung sarili ko na after class, uwi agad ako, tulog ako sa bahay, ganon. Hindi ko ma-imagine yung sarili ko na hindi nag-work, pero more of hindi ko ma-imagine yung sarili ko na hindi nag-work with these people. Kasi I can work these things in another org or in a different like internship, ganon. Pero, yun nga, gaya ng sasabi ko, it's the people talaga who makes it feel parang more fulfilling and who makes me feel more happy with what I'm doing. Pero at the same time, recently kasi, I've been feeling like, parang too much na to. Like, sinasabi rin ng friends ko sa akin, parang enough na muna yung pag-join ng mga org, enough na muna ang events. Kasi, feeling ko personally, I'm missing out on a lot of things that I enjoy, like my hobbies, ganon, or like meeting people organically. Pero, I have a kwento. So, recently, I started dating. And then, what happened to me was, the guy told me, he feels like I'm too busy for a relationship. And looking back, kaya niya sinabi yun, kasi girl, di ko siya nare-replyan.
Aray.
Dahil si ate girl ay galing sa org hanggang 10 p.m.
Grabe.
So, doon ako na-reflect na parang, is this org thing for my life parang healthy pa rin? Or like, is this something I can manage pa rin? And from there, in-assess ko, ano nga ba yung pwede kong gawin? Kasi ayoko namang BS-org lang ako my whole life and I'm missing out on other stuff in my life. So, na-realize ko na kaya naman pala siya, na balance lang. Hindi ako go with lahat of the events, lahat of the activities. Parang, kung ano lang talaga yung kaya ko and nagtitira na ako for myself. Minsan, lumalabas ako with my org mates pero hindi na org stuff, like kakain, mag-aaral. Kasi, yun nga, ano naman ako, before my BS org, isa akong student, isa akong, like, a happy person with a happy life. So, mas gusto ko na gano'n na siya tignan right now.
Ayun, maganda yan. And good luck sa iyong dating life and your life. Sana mas ma-explore mo pa kung ano yung mga gusto mong gawin. Ako din naman, minsan napapa-reflect din ako, parang masaya pa ba ako sa ginagawa ko? Siyempre, minsan nadidrain ka, or minsan nababurnout ako, at minsan napapaisip din ako kasi parang minsan, hindi ko alam kung matatawag ko ba siyang power tripping or something. Pero, may mga ganong instances na parang kailangan pag-isipan ko muna yung mga nagiging desisyon ko sa buhay na, oo, sige, nagagawa ko to, pero may satisfaction ba? Parang,
fulfilling pa ba siya for you?
Oo, does it still align with my values? Hindi ba ako na-exploit? Kasi minsan, nakakaisip ako, magaling ba akong tao or madali lang ako i-exploit? Di ba?
What a question!
Minsan yun naman yung naiisip ko kapag nasa organization ako. Pero, ang masaya naman dito, bilang part na ng community, supportahan kayo. Pero, ikaw ba, naka-experience ka na lang parang pina-power trip ako nitong...
Actually, as a new member, like for most of my orgs, like not in just one org naman, na-realize ko palagi na I feel so small. Kasi, yun nga, as a new mem, parang hindi talaga maiiwasan yung hierarchy, yung parang feeling na hindi ka pa kasing galing ng other members sa org. But at the same time, babalik tayo sa sinasabi natin kanina, kaya nga may opportunities. There's opportunities for you to learn, to grow, to make better outputs, to correct your mistakes. And ayun lang, sometimes it's not as easy na parang they're gonna give you comments and you can parang correct them agad, or even the process of making comments, hindi siya ganun ka-smooth. Yun nga, gaya na sabi mo, nagkakaroon ng conflicts kasi minsan yung friends mo yung ka-work mo rin. Pero parang at the same time, it's what make the org more real, more fragile for me, na parang kaya kong maging totoong sarili ko in this org and I can be honest with what I want to learn more and stuff like that.
Yeah, and in real life, when we enter like yung talagang careers natin, it's gonna be like that. Kaya maganda nga din yung mga orgs din, it's like a training ground for us to parang discover ourselves, kung ano pa yung kaya natin, kung ano yung kaya natin i-offer. And at the same time, kung ano pa yung pwede nating i-improve sa sarili natin. And nakakatuwa kasi yung, at least for our organization, Maroon FM, there's so much talaga na it offers and caters different people with different skills and different interests. Diba? Minsan, yung iba sa radio, so we have on-air, at tong podcast natin, Rockcut. Parang everything is so diverse. And marami na yung ibang organization in UP. If ang interest mo, K-pop, merong nag-cater nun. If interest mo, advertising, meron din nag-cater nun.
There's a lot talaga.
There's a lot.
For your interest, for your different career path din. So, sobrang ganda ng org culture in UP. And it's nice that na-highlight din natin to ngayon and that we are honoring kung ano yung natututunan natin as well as people that we get to know.
Gaya nga nang sinabi ko kanina, no, it's not always rainbows and sunshines. Kasi meron din tayong struggles being an organization. Not just being a part of organization, but as a whole. Like, minsan or kadalasan.
Parang
na
madalas.
kulang tayo sa spaces, no? Like, yung may mga tambayan na meron talagang designated. And minsan naman yung iba, meron naman silang space, pero minsan hindi maayos, walang bubong, mainit. Eh, hindi ko naman sinasabi na yung tambayan natin.
Parang familiar yung tambayan na yun.
Gano'n na rin naman. Pero yun nga, kulang tayo sa mga espasyo for these organizations. So, parang we hope na we can be more supported by the institution. Kahit kamo sa mga rooms, like yung student union building natin, mahirap eh. Like, nagkukulang siya.
Weeks talaga ang kailangan para makapag-reserve.
Of course, we have, bilang an organization, we have our operations. We need to continue kung ano man yung work natin. And sometimes, it requires us to have this space talaga na hindi open. Minsan, yun nga, like rooms, for shoots, meetings. And minsan sa SUB, wala kang mabubuk. Like, buong araw, book na daw. Book na daw, wala na talaga. And kahit libutin mo yung other alternative spaces, book din eh. Kasi there's a lot of organizations in UP. And of course, in order for them to operate, just like us, Maroon FN, kailangan din nila ng espasyo.
Alam mo, actually, super na-notice ko yan. Kasi diba, I'm part of 3 orgs right now. So, nakikita ko yung differences una sa tambay spaces na merong iba sa hallway lang, may iba merong room talaga, and parang maganda naman, may electric fan, may upuan, gano'n, may room. Tapos, meron namang iba, ayun nga, walang bubong, nasa tabi-tabi lang. So, nakikita ko yung differences in paano hinahandle yung pagtambay nga. Siyempre, minsan limited. Dito sa org na to, parang hindi kayo pwede maglaro, gano'n, kasi wala namang table. So, nahihinder talaga yung connection in a sense and yung mga activities na pwedeng gawin. And at the same time, nakikita ko rin yung sinasabi mo na sobrang hirap talaga mag-book ng venue. Kasi work ko yan actually sa isa kong org. And talagang narag talaga, like sa budget, sa overtime pa na bayad. Kasi after 5 p.m. daw, iba na yung bayad for that. And medyo mahirap kasi yun nga, wala naman masyado rin budget. And wala naman masyadong partnerships din. Minsan, kung meron man, thankful na rin. Pero ayun, parang to sustain the org itself, hindi ganun kadali budget-wise and operations-wise. Kasi nga, limited lang talaga yung resources natin. And minsan, tayo mismo na mga org members, tayo yung nagpapalabas ng transpo, ganun, nung ibang kailangan na equipments, ng rooms, minsan sa mga bahay lang natin. And as much as resiliency naman yung pinapakita nito, and ayun nga, very productive pa rin tayo despite all this kakulangan sa resources. Mahirap pa rin, and mas mahalaga pa rin na ma-emphasize natin bakit nga ba natin to kailangan. And hindi naman to dahil gusto lang natin. Nakakatulong din siya sa students to learn and grow more talaga as UP students.
Yeah, and even in our institution, nakakatulong din siya to boost siguro yung kung ano man yung mag-boost natin. And nasa usaping budget na lang din tayo. Yun nga, sobrang hirap niya kasi ultimo projector, ultimo kuryente. May mga na-inquirean kami na kailangan din bayaran yung kuryente after office hours.
Yes,
so,
iba yung bayad
niya. So, mahirap din kasi the operations, tayo na nga yung kikilos para doon. Mag-shell out pa tayo. Meron pa mga galing ng out-of-pocket expenses natin. And the orgs in UP, of course, Maroon FM, they have so much potential. And there are people who are actually willing to work and go beyond their means talaga just to produce or to do something for a change, 'di ba? Hindi naman to basta-basta trip lang natin. We're doing it for a purpose. Merong rason kung ba't natin siya ginagawa. And sana our institution and kung sino man ang mga nakaupo at kung sino man ang namamahala sa atin ngayon, sana mabigyang pansin din nila yung pangangailangan natin. Not just in our classrooms. Of course, alam naman natin, sobrang halaga na meron din tayong spaces sa ating classrooms, enough sweldo sa ating mga profs, sa ating mga proctors, ganyan. Pero, isa din tong mga student spaces talaga where they can do recreational or even other stuff para hindi lang basta tayo magaling sa academics, but we're also magaling sa pakikisama, sa pakikihalubilo. And in order for us to do that, sana meron tayong mga espasyo at mabigyan tayo ng tamang budget na para sa atin talaga, na talaga magagamit natin for our growth as individual, as an organization, and as a whole institution.
Very well said, Maji. And super kailangan talaga nating pag-igtingin pa yung call for this cause nga. Kasi recently, di ba, maraming walkout na nangyayari, and mas nakikita natin yung changes talaga. And hopefully talaga na very soon mabago na rin yung tambay spaces for the orgs kasi super kailangan talaga siya.
And it's not just a problem here in UP. There are also a lot of state universities na kinukulang sa resources, sa spaces. Kaya sana ito yung pahalagahan, bigyan ng halaga at bigyang pansin ng kung sino mang namamahala sa atin.
Agree ako dyan. Pero ayun nga, to reiterate lang then what we said, like everything we said and we yapped today, I think naman na overall, I'd still say na super worth it and super fulfilling pa rin. Despite, ayun nga, sabi mo hindi siya laging masaya, meron ding downsides, like super dami ring downside internally and outside of the organization na mangyayari and may experience mo. Pero ako personally, super happy ako to say na I'm part of so many orgs and I get to meet new people, I get new experiences, I'm learning and growing better. So, hindi ko naman siya ni-regret. Like, napapagod man ako, I'd still wake up every day and be excited to do the work, the org. And beyond that, yun nga, to have fun with my friends inside the org.
What she said. Pero hindi, totoo ka dyan. Naniniwala din ako na kahit anong pagod, kahit anong hirap, iba pa rin talaga yung satisfaction and fulfillment na mararamdaman mo once you're able to do something great and you're able to do it with people na talagang masaya kang kasama at kaibigan mo din. This has been Maroon Jock Maji, your jock of all trades. You can follow me on IG at SuperJanelle with 3 E's.
And this has been Maroon Jock Rachel, MFM's professional yapper. You can find me on Instagram at Rachel Teralba.
You can also visit Maroon FM on Facebook and Instagram at Maroon FM and on TikTok Maroon_FM.
And you can also find Rough Cut on Instagram, Rough Cut Maroon FM, and on Facebook and Spotify, Rough Cut.
This is Rough Cut, where we forward through sound what's happening all around.